So this is how we start our morning every morning. Playtime with the kids. And then it's coffee time for Dad. It's pretty awesome though, because I no longer have to stay up till 4 in the morning, but I'm in my robe, check it out. Nice, that's pretty styling. Generally speaking, this will last from about between 5 and 6 a.m. till about 9 a.m. Just waking up, feeding the kids, interacting with them for a bit, and then trying to get them back down for their morning nap. Be about a 4-hour process roughly. But it's fun until they start screaming, then it's not fun. Right, Millie? Yeah. Right? Yeah. Benjamin? You guys being good this morning? You are. Is that a cool looking mirror there? You looking at yourself? Ooh. Benjamin likes to sway. And Millie likes to bounce. And believe it or not, they're already 5 months old. It's been a long 5 months, I won't lie. A very long 5 months. Wow. The baby dog pile. Are you guys crossing arms? Very cute. It's almost meltdown time. It's time for you guys to go back to bed. So now that that's all taken care of and Jose's on duty up there, I'm all freshened up. I'm ready to go. What are we going to do today? I don't know. What do I work on? That is the question. Every day. What is tomorrow's video going to be? That I have not determined yet. That's for sure. So many different things that we could work on. Let me think about it. I sort of want to continue working on this over here. Specifically the beach. Yeah. I think that would be pretty easy to cook up there. And look pretty awesome. I also have to locate all of these parts right here on BrickLink. So we can continue working on the walls, the garage tracks, and everything like that. So yeah, that's probably going to be the first thing that I do is research all of these parts on BrickLink and potentially add them to my cart. So of course I'm back on bricklink.com here to place an order to build this garage. We need more parts. That's always the case, isn't it? Yeah, so I've got a little wanted list called Garage here. It's got all of the interesting bits and pieces that we need to finish building the beam and also the garage door. There's some other stuff that we need as well, actually. But this is the bulk of it. I'll have to add some more stuff once I actually select a store here. You hit buy all, and then some of my favorite stores populate here. I want to try and order these parts from local sellers because I have an ongoing order with them, and also just because it's easier to pick up. I don't have to pay shipping. So I selected the 2 local sellers that I typically use. Don't want to use too many because I don't want to drive all over town. It looks like they don't have all of the pieces because stores are still populating down here. So I'm going to remove those because it looks like I'm going to have to order some stuff with shipping anyway. And I'm going to select this seller here, which is located in Thailand. And it looks like they have all the pieces. It's going to cost about $36.39. Edit that order just to see all of the pieces that are selected there. Those tiles, 23 cents each. I think I can get those from LEGO for 18 cents each. And I still need to order a bunch of reddish brown tiles for this mock as well. So I don't know if I'll order the tiles from them because I may as well get them from LEGO, but create that cart there and then I guess go to this store and just sort of shop around and see if there's any other pieces that we need because I know there's a bunch of stuff that I need for the garage anyway, so I may as well try and locate as many as possible. Sorry about the babies. Locate as many as possible because I'm going to have to pay freight anyway. But yeah, I always buy my tiles directly from LEGO just because I know they're substantially cheaper from LEGO. I'll get a GWP if that's available and also VIP points, which equates to cash back. So I always order my tiles from LEGO. Another thing I need a lot of is actually 16 by 16 plates. So these, for example, on this store are about $5 Canadian each, $7 Canadian each for light gray. That's crazy. Because if you go to LEGO and you search 16 by 16, they're going to be substantially cheaper. $3.32, right? For pretty much any color. So I would never order 16 by 16 plates from BrickLink. It just doesn't make any sense. Same with tiles. I'll always get those from LEGO. So yeah, it looks like I'll be placing an order for all of this stuff here. I'm not sure what color I'm going to do the floors. Maybe gray or something like that, dark gray. Because they're all going to be tiled off anyway. And they're also inset a stud as well. So really the plates that I use in the interior are sort of irrelevant. But I'll probably get gray just because I use them for a lot of different things. I think that's just one of the most challenging things, is ordering pieces for these MOCs. Just because when you build them from the inventory that you have, you just constantly run out, right? And then you're like stuck for a couple weeks because you got to place these orders and then wait for them to arrive. All right, it's mini beach building time. The comment section erupted in the last video. They're like, oh my gosh, your driveway leads into the ocean. What the heck? Okay, well, this is a private island, and there's going to be a yacht that transports the vehicles back and forth between the city, right, over there, and the private island. Some sort of ferry or yacht that can transport vehicles. I just don't have the space to put this in the city, so that's why I've decided to make a baller's private island with a little mini beach and a driveway that leads into the ocean. Oh no! The beach is looking pretty good. I started with one brick and one plate in the regular tan color, and then it transitions down one plate at a time to the dark tan color, which represents wet sand. Then we have our water. Now I could just go through and tile off the water, similar to what I did over here in the harbor, or I could make it detailed like this here using light trans blue elements and dark trans blue elements in all different textures. I just don't have a whole lot of that stuff left because this beach here mostly consumed it all. I'm actually running really low on these as well. I did order 10,000 of them once upon a time from a BrickLink seller for I think 3 cents each, which was a really good deal. Obviously he found them on the pad wall or something. I'm thinking maybe I can try something different here using these 5 colors. And maybe I can represent different depths. So it's shallow, gets deeper, deeper, deeper until it's black. And then this area over here would all be black with the tile over top. And it would represent different depths in the water. Just some water detail that I've never really done before. I have limited amounts of those blue plates, but I don't think these sections need to be very big. I only think it needs to come out to about there with the different depths. And then over here can be all black because, of course, this is where our boat is going to go. I think I want to try this out because I've never really tried it out before. I was thinking the shallowest layer might be white, but that might look weird. I think I want it all to be different shades of blue. I think I quite like this technique here. It's turning out quite nicely. I don't think these lines need to be any thicker. I don't have enough pieces to do this dark blue color wider. And same with this transitionary color right there as well. So I was looking to start placing some trans blue elements, and I think I'm going to add some of these. I found them on the pad wall the other day. They're trans dark blue cheese slopes, and we can make little waves using these. Something along the lines of that. So you can see I've done 2 tiles all the way along, and they're actually staggered. And then I did 2 of the cheese wedges all the way along in that same staggered pattern, and then I'll be able to continue with the trans blue back here. I was thinking 3 tiles and then maybe another wave. I think that's really nice and actually helps transition into the deeper water. And that's where we stopped doing that because we're out of trans blue 1x2 tiles. It's unfortunate, but eventually I want to make all my water like this, and when I do that, it's going to give me a bunch of tiles or free up a bunch of them because we're going to put the cheese wedges in just like that there. Then we can just get our tiles back. But yeah, it looks really good. I think it flows quite nicely. Like you can see the different depths. And I think these actually help transition it like into the different depths like better as well. From a bird's eye view, it looks pretty good there. Pretty happy with that. Looks awesome. And I wasn't even going to do over here because I think when I put the yacht there, I'll just put this little fishing boat there for now to represent that. Obviously it's going to have to be larger. It has to be wide enough, probably as wide as this driveway here, so that the vehicles can drive up into the back of the yacht or the ferry or the car transporter or whatever you want to call it. But I think when we put that vessel there, I'm actually going to put the black plate up against it and actually leave blue base plate exposed. So this is actually sunk into the water. And then what I could do is take these and put them up along the edge of the boat. And then it looks like our boat is actually submerged in the water. So the plan eventually is to take those dark trans blue cheese slopes and upgrade the water here. I also want to do a layer of black plate underneath the tiles in the docks over here. That would look really good, and just add some nice texture to this area. It's a massive project. For sure going to need some help on that. Probably going to sit down one weekend and just upgrade the whole boatyard. Eventually we'll upgrade like all this. We're going to add details to that and add some more details to that. And the Coast Guard shed in these, or a shack or whatever you want to call it, a Coast Guard building, I guess, in these colors, the white, blue, and orange. And then upgrade the water. And then this area will look a lot better. It's just a matter of getting the time to do it, really. I guess I technically have the time to do it. It's just wanting to do it, because doing that much water detail, oh my gosh, take a long time to peel all those off and put down all the plate, and then put down all the tiles again, and then add the detail. It just takes a super long time. And just having the energy to say, okay, we're going to do that. That's why I want to allocate like an entire weekend to it. When Simon's here, probably we'll just sit down and we'll just crush it out. Like, all right, this is what we're doing. We're adding water detail for 2 days straight. That's all we're doing. Woo! But it does look really good in the end. It's definitely worth it, right? Like when you compare that to that, it's night and day. Or that to this, once again, night and day. What's your favorite one though? This, plain, or this? 3 different techniques. Well, I guess plain would technically be that right there. 4 different techniques. I don't know why I didn't do it sooner, but I cleaned this up as well. Okay, those waves look good, but I think adding some trans clear cheese slopes would look pretty sweet as well. Loving the look of the beach. What I have to do is change all of this to masonry bricks, I think. Do I have the heart to do it? Build a Mills plate using masonry bricks? Maybe. I'm going to look over here though, and I think I'm going to build a patio right here. So this is going to be the mansion. This is going to be a patio. I extended the Mills plate out to the edge of the base plate there. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to integrate the pool into this patio. A mess of parts later and a bunch of trial and error with spacing and different pieces and different stud heights and dimensions. I think I've got my pool looking pretty awesome here. It's funny, I was playing around with snot bricks, Technic bricks, headlight bricks, all that different stuff to try and get these panels put in there nicely. And in the end, they're literally just sitting in there. They're the perfect fit. And there's a shallow end and a deep end. Now, when it comes to putting minifigures in the pool, I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess what I would do is probably replace one of these with like 2 smaller bricks, and then maybe like support them from the underside and have the minifig standing within the glass. So I've tried different things with pools. I've thrown a bunch of studs in there. That's all right. I've used a bunch of these, but I'm out of those currently, so I can't really do that for this huge pool here. I wanted to try something different, and I think the glass panels do a great job of representing water and then the blue plate underneath. Now, it'd probably be better to make like a light gray pool, the base of it light gray, same thing, deep end, shallow end, and then use these in trans blue. And then it would be like watercolored glass panels. But I don't have any, and I don't know if I want to order parts for absolutely everything for this mock, because then it's just like I'm not using any parts from my inventory. So what's the point of owning those, right? So I want to try and use at least some parts from my inventory, and I think this is a pretty neat pool. I've got to tile it all off though, that's for sure. All these studs have got to go. So you saw this morning I was up helping with the kids, drinking some coffee, still doing that. And now I've been building Lego all morning and buying Lego and doing Lego related activities. And it's already like 3 o'clock. So we've got a couple more hours of Lego stuff before I've got to go back to kid duty. Coming along great though. It's looking awesome. I really should do a midday sort though. It just piles up. It's like the dirty dish in the sink scenario. If you don't do them, it just gets worse and worse and worse. But for the most part, I've needed all these parts for the construction of this thing here today. I've sort of got to build this before I can visualize what I'm going to do out here. I mean, I'm not going to start slapping together mini builds with like patio furniture before the structure's built. And I don't really want to tile it off before the structure's built either. Did anyone else notice these missing tiles right here? Ooh, might have to go pull some from the beach. Hey, I started working on the front door of the mansion. Something a little bit different there. Uses some modified bricks there with the texture on them, that being the black ones on either side of the door and all those glass panels. The glass panels are inset one brick. And then this reddish brown accent, sort of like a wood wall. It's built using those modified 1x2 bricks, and it's actually 3x2. Gives it an interesting texture and interesting size as well, just sort of a different shape there. I also framed the door using these inverted slopes here. I thought that looked pretty neat. It's actually an afterthought, just because this was pretty big with all those glass panels. How can I make that look better? So I came up with that, and that actually matches this right here on the side in light bluish gray, that once again uses those inverted slopes coming up and then branches up and then produces an awning going over top of the door. I think that's a pretty good start for the entrance. Some mansions have like these massive doors. Maybe it should have been something like that, but oh well, I think that looks pretty good. It's a great start to the mansion. And the color combination, I think, sort of matches the garage, but is changing it up a little bit with the light gray, the reddish brown, and also more black. I think the next thing I'm going to do is cap off the garage. See all of these open studs? That needs to change. We need to fill that so that it's the same height as the beam. I'm definitely getting a little far ahead of myself because I've still got to go through and replace all these inverted slopes when I go pick up my BrickLink order, but I just can't stand to look at it like this any longer. Maybe it doesn't need that door right there going into the garage because, of course, there's going to be garage access from inside the mansion. Because it's sort of weird, there's door. All I have to do is just switch that out for a window glass, which is another thing I need to order because all of these are missing glass. So good thing I thought of that because I better add that to my Lego order. Oh yeah, and I also need more of these hinges right here so I can continue working on this. Now this is sort of throwing off because in order for it to hinge, I've got to put these hinge bricks there or hinge plates. So it raises up these windows one plate. And those windows back there are directly onto the mills plate. So as soon as I raise these up one plate or one plate and a brick, it threw it off. So now I'm unable to do window. So when I build the second layer of this here, it's going to have to be glass panels or something different. But I'm sure there's still a way to make it match the other parts of the garage. It's almost that time. I can hear the whalers upstairs. I wonder if I have time to improve this dock here. It's a slight improvement. I added a border of light gray brick, inset one stud. It's better than the circular support pillars that were there before. I also laid down the black plate because obviously the water needs to match underneath the dock. That should just sit like that there. Eventually I'm going to have to tile this thing off. I have all the dark tan plate to do so. I think dark tan is a good color for that. A little bit different. Can you hear them? That means my time is up. Oh my goodness. Whoops, you can hear that probably. Yeah, I started actually just plating off the whole thing. This machine though, I'm telling you, it is magical. Oh, buddy. End of the world. He's never been hungrier in his entire life. You seem to be doing all right though. Look at that, we got mustard and ketchup. Oh. This is it. This is the other half of my life. You guys are a lot, hey? all settled down after bath time, aren't you? Oh, you settled down there. Right? It's time for you guys to go to sleep for the night. Woohoo! Can't forget about these two. Hey, Stella. You want dinner? You sit? Oh, good puppy dogs. Dinner time for you. Woo! What about you, Luna? Do you want dinner? Started at 5:30. It's now 6 o'clock. And I've still got to edit and upload. So that is the night. Kids are refusing to go down to sleep. Well, they usually go down around 8. But they've been a real treat as of late because they're teething. Not good. Not a fun situation, especially when there's 2 of them. So I'm literally going to leave it like this. I can't continue. I can hear them just wailing up there, and I got to go continue to help them. That's it, though. Hey, everybody, look at that, though. Hey, I love it, you know? The pool, different depths, new technique, pretty cool looking front door. The garage itself is all bricked off. Started working on the improvements to the dock, so that's good. And this water right here looks grade A awesome. Remember, like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Farewell.